It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
So if you hear somebody use the term husband or wife and they're not actually married, does that rub you the wrong way? You got to hear the story about what happened to me over the weekend, and then just kind of listener feedback on this, because people are really separated on whether or not you should be able to use this term if you're not legally married. That's coming up in the podcast in a couple of seconds. Here we go.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Can we replay this audio? Because I think this is perfect. Kat's looking for anyone listening who
had a wedding party that kind of fell short. You had all your gals up there. You're like, they're going to just make my day amazing. And then somewhere along the way, they made it either about them, they got too drunk, whatever. But it all comes down to the speeches. You know, what really highlights the bride?
Webster's Dictionary defines love as, I promised myself that I wouldn't cry, but Caitlin and I have been through so much together. Spending the summers playing with Barbies at my dad's beach mansion to fighting over Dylan and Blake during middle school. I just want to end with a Chinese proverb, live the laugh you love, or you'll never love the laugh you live.
It's every speech. Every speech.
I love the proverb part. Oh my God, so funny. So yeah, just they fell short.
I'm looking for anyone listening who had a big time microwave mishap. Like you weren't really thinking it was going to go down this way. And next thing you know, like your house is on fire. Hi, Mariah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Which one do you fit?
I fit JJ.
Let's go.
Oh,
what happened with your microwave?
It wasn't really my mishap, but in the general sense, it was the whole store. This was my first job ever. I think I was like 16. I worked at KFC, and we had run out of gravy, and I was telling the back to, get the gravy warm. Usually, we would transfer the gravy from a tin pan to a plastic pan, but I don't think this person was really thinking. So the next thing you know, I'm taking an order, and all of a sudden I hear all this popping in the back, and I'm looking in the back, and our microwave's on fire.
Oh my God. Put the tin pan in there.
And she had put the tin in the microwave.
So what was her reasoning that she never had this conversation with her parents? You know, I don't know if I can have that conversation too much with my 13-year-old. Forks do not go in there. Metal does not go in there.
Right. I just don't know what she was thinking, honestly, because she was about 30 years old. So
no.
She knew better.
Unsure.
Yeah.
How bad did it get? I mean, obviously the microwave's probably destroyed.
Oh, the microwave destroyed. Everybody was obviously like, fire, because it was pretty big of a fire. So
the sprinklers and everything go off, or were you guys able to put it out?
We were able to put it out.
Okay, well, the Colonel would be proud of you.
I know.
Well done.
I would demand the secret recipe. I'd be like, listen, I saved this branch. I need some inside scoop here.
How long did you work at KFC, by the way?
I think it was about 6 to 8 months.
How much weight did you put on? I would literally weigh 1 million pounds every day. I'd be like, I deserve.
I would have a bowl for lunch every day.
Yes.
Oh, the food is very good. I'd have to agree. I'd probably put on a few pounds.
Well, you're the best. Thanks, Mariah. We appreciate you. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Hey, good morning, Jennifer. You had a microwave mishap too, huh?
I did.
What
happened?
Mine
was actually at work. Mine was actually at work too. So I went and bought one of those Indian-inspired microwave meals.
Okay.
And I was multitasking, and I worked at a really high-end jewelry store. I don't want to say the name.
Sure.
And I went and put it in the microwave, thought I'll just run back on the floor, do a few more things, clean up my mess. And all of a sudden, someone's like, what is that smell? And everyone's just, like, holding their nose. And the guests are like, what is the smell? And I was like, oh, my God. Like, my mind was like, this cannot be my food. Like, why? I went back there. I forgot to pop the holes on the top.
Oh, my God. It didn't breathe and exploded?
It didn't breathe. It exploded everywhere. They had to go get air fresheners, candles. They eventually threw away the microwave. They're like, what can we do? We can't even, like, keep our windows open because it's a jewelry store and our doors open.
Right. So did Jennifer inspire a note that has to be up next to the microwave from now on? Like, make sure you poke holes in your meals?
You know, honestly, I never admitted it was me.
That's
How
the
did
best.
you never track it down? it being you.
Everyone kept asking, like, well, who put this in there? Who put this in there? And, like, no one would admit it. So I was like, why would I admit it?
That is funny.
You are the person that, like, when I think about who actually listens to this dopey radio show, you are the exact person I think of. Somebody who will never admit blame, somebody who will absolutely basically blow up a jewelry store with stinky Indian food, and just come on the radio later to think about it. That was great. Amazing stuff.
And you know what? My boss just passed away, so I hope she's listening.
Oh, she hears us in heaven.
The mystery is solved.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
She definitely. She was the coolest boss. She would actually let us listen to the radio before we walked in if there was a good segment on.
What if that was the last thing she said on her deathbed? She was like,
I wish I knew who had
put that in there.
Who did it?
And now she knows.
Thanks,
Good.
Jen. I hope you have a great day.
Big day at work. We have the chili cook-off today. Are you going to this? You have not taken part in one event this week.
I have. Listen, I'm telling you, and I'm being super honest here.
Would love that.
With a football schedule, I don't have time for this stuff.
It's at 11:30. Kids are in school.
No. Just to be able to get home, get prepared for the rest of my day, and try and get a workout in. I don't have time for this.
Maybe you gotta skip a workout. It's a chili cook-off.
I'm not going to live forever.
You got to be happy while you live. Chili makes me happy. But one thing that I just get concerned about is the situation of people making it at their homes. And I don't know what their house looks like. You know me in these potluck situations.
It's hard to get a bunch of hair in a crock pot, isn't it?
I don't know. There's one person that I need to make sure I see what pot is theirs.
Really?
Yeah.
What's their name start with?
Mm-mm.
What's it wrong with?
I'm not saying.
What is it? Who is it? Just who is it? Just say it. People are already thinking the same thing.
I'm not saying it.
Just who is it?
I'm not saying it, but I will know. I'll know immediately.
How are you going to know?
Whose it is.
How are you going to know?
Who's it? Oh, yeah, I can't say it out loud because it's a judging contest, but I'm going to
Did you submit a chili?
No.
No, why? So you're dogging on me for not doing this and you're not doing it either?
I'm not saying you needed to submit a chili. I'm saying go to it, try it, vote.
It's too late in the day.
Eat some of the yummies. It's 11:30.
It's too late in the day.
Before lunchtime.
It's too late. I'm already busy. I got to pick up my son's car, and I got too much going on. My life is too busy for this garbage.
We gave away NFL tickets yesterday. Gift cards.
Which
cards.
Team? The Vikings?
Yes. Really good seats. They were sweet seats.
But then I got to take my wife, and then that's like...
Oh, my God. You are just... Ever since you turned 51, you are just a downer.
I'm not. Technically, I'm not. It was. Do you know that my sister and I were born at the exact same time of the day?
Really? Did your parents tell you that? Do they approve?
No, it's on our birth certificate.
What time?
4:11 p.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to set my alarm. I'm going to call you at 4:11.
I'll be at practice, so don't bother. I got so many more important things to do.
Calling.
That's all right. I'll shut my phone off. Okay. I don't.
It makes me a little nervous, is what I'm saying, because I know this person has felines, and I know that they're allowed on the counter. And don't even look over there. No, don't say a name. What is wrong with you? What? No.
Over there, though?
Maybe. No. So I'm just like, no. Anyway, I can't be the only one that just gets nervous. Like, I feel like potlucks, everything should have a seal.
Speaking of that cat on the counter, I got to tell you this quick story.
Yeah.
Trish and I are out on Saturday night. We meet up with our neighbors, and they're like, "Hey, there's this new bar. You want to go to it? We've heard some things."
Mm-hmm.
And so we do. We go.
Things.
We do. We walk in. We walk in, and immediately we're met by a cat.
The townie cat or the bar cat?
It's a cat.
Okay.
And I thought it was the bar cat. And I'm petting the cat, right? I'm like, hey, and this thing was like kind of playing with me. Like it would roll on its back and it would bat at my hand and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, we go, oh, what's the cat's name? And the person behind the bar goes, what color is it?
Yeah.
And immediately I'm like, how many cats are around this bar?
Ew.
And
yuck.
And I go, it's gray. And she goes, I don't even know whose cat that is.
They're inside the bar?
And apparently there's an orange one that is also in the bar. But then the cat got up and it was crawling across the bar top.
Nope.
And it cozied in. My wife had a little gap between her back and the back of the bar seat. and it cozied in there, like it snuggled in there.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, this is, I hadn't seen anything like this since I was in college, where I went to a bar and there was like a stray, just roaming cat.
I could do like a bar dog that just kind of sits in the corner like a big
they serve
bulldog. I could
food.
do that.
But they serve food.
But yeah, I know. That's really gross. That's really probably.
Even a dog, even a non-shedding dog. You can't have it in a bar that's serving food, right?
That's true, yeah. But I'm just saying what would bother me less? A dog. But cats crawling on
it was so
the
weird
counter.
because immediately I go, when I saw the cat, I was like, I'm not having any kind of a pour drink. So I immediately looked to see like what
could have gone into
like what they had in a bottle. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll take
good
a
idea.
Corona, and then I was just like, there are cats. It was walking across the bar top.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo. Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo!
Listener Bingo is your opportunity to come on the show and tell us a great story. But wait. First, you got to fit one of the following 2 criteria. Are you somebody listening
who did not have an amazing wedding party? You chose all these people. You're like, you're going to stand up during one of the biggest moments of my life. And they kind of fell short, let you down. Maybe they had a really bad speech. I love this musician who has gone to too many weddings, and he decided to post his impressions of every maid of honor speech.
Webster's Dictionary defines love as, I promised myself that I wouldn't cry, but Caitlin and I have been through so much together, spending the summers playing with Barbies at my dad's beach mansion, to fighting over Dylan and Blake during middle school. I just want to end with a Chinese proverb, live the laugh you love, or you'll never love the laugh you live.
Nailed it.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, maybe you had somebody that you really thought would just take control and make your day a really great day, and it didn't turn out that way. So
Just add alcohol.
Just had maybe too much alcohol, didn't care about the little things that add up to big deals for you. So you just you had a very underwhelming wedding party there.
I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who has had a big time microwave mishap. And the only reason I bring this up is I noticed last night when we got home, I was looking for a napkin, right? I was having a quick snack before bed. Mm-hmm. And my wife she bought way too much of the happy 50th birthday napkins and flatware stuff for my birthday. And we still have some in our pantry.
Wow.
And I grabbed a napkin and it still had that kind of glittery stuff on it. Well, it was just a couple of days after my birthday last year that I went to microwave something on a plate that had some of that. And it started on fire.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
And I didn't know that there are like some paper plates you can't put in the microwave if they got that glittery stuff on it.
Yeah.
And if I would have walked away, if that would have been something you put in there for like 3 minutes and I would have walked away, changed the laundry or something, all of a sudden my whole house is on fire.
So I love my husband. I feel like I'm a very forgiving person, but I remember when we moved into our brand new home, brand new construction, all the appliances brand new. And I just wanted some popcorn. And he didn't realize that if you don't have the spinning plate in there, stuff will start on fire. Like if you pop popcorn. And so every time I open our microwave right now, we have this ugly yellowish brownish stain in the back of the microwave that was once brand new.
You gotta get a magic eraser on that action.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you think that would work?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm looking for anyone listening who has had a big time microwave mishap. Cat's on the hunt for anyone listening who
had a very underwhelming wedding party. Didn't do it for you.
You propose. Months later, maybe even years later, you find yourself at the altar or at the courthouse, and you take that step, and you legally become wedded folk.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the people that use wife or husband when they're just dating, or maybe they're husband or boyfriend and girlfriend for a long, long time?
I guess I want to know what the scenario was that was so heated regarding this, because it sounds like a buildup. It sounds like somebody was so sick of hearing them say that.
I think this is exactly what happened.
Okay.
So we're sitting at this little itty bitty bar that our neighbor works at over the weekend. Mm-hmm. It's my wife and myself, and then her husband was there also. And we're literally just having a beer, thinking about where we're going to go for dinner. And I hear, "It's not your wife."
Oh,
like from the back, like over by the jukebox.
Yeah.
And I turn, and being the inquisitive person I am, I'm like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" And I start getting the story about how this guy keeps referring to his girlfriend. They've been together for years, like 10, 15 years, but they're not going to get married. That's their choice, right? But he keeps referring to her as He'll say something like, "Oh, my wife and I were doing this," and somebody finally goes, "It's not your wife."
Yeah.
And I was like, man, who gets that torn up about something like that? But it made me start thinking about the people that use wife or husband without really having the right to use it.
I think after a certain age, the word partner could be used. Like, this is my partner in life. Because when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, most of the time you don't have the amount of responsibilities that people that are a little bit older have. Like, I bet you share a house together. I bet you share all the bills. Maybe you even have kids from previous relationships that have kids. So now you're grandparents. So now you're partners.
Yeah, but partner sounds cold to me. I understand that, like in the gay community, you didn't have anything to use for a long, long time, right? Mm-hmm. And for a while, you couldn't say my husband or wife for whatever reason. I'm not sure. But partner just to me sounds like cold. It's like I would think of somebody.
You're my partner.
Yeah, right. Or somebody I'm in business with. Is
or
my
if you're working
partner.
the beat with your partner, like partner to me seems like a professional term.
There's not love there.
There's not a lot of love there. Boyfriend and girlfriend, I think, to the average public seems minute compared to husband and wife. But husband and wife, that is an earned title.
So you would get
You can't just give yourself the husband title or the wife title if you are not by law married. It's silly.
I get it when you're joking around, like if you're engaged and you're just trying it out, you're like, oh, my wife, oh, my husband. It's a great way to start a conversation, right?
But at that point, you're in a relationship evolution. Therefore, you are a fiance. So you've now gone from BFGF to fiance to husband and wife. That's how it goes. You can't just make up your own rules because you look dumb.
You know anyone that illegally uses this term?
No.
Would you say something if they did?
No, but I would be like, well, not to their face. But I would be like, that is really weird. I'd probably ask why are you calling them that? That's not your wife. I'd just ask. I wouldn't yell it across a bar.
It was crazy because this person snapped. They're like, it's not your
I
wife.
bet they've heard it too many times.
I'm sure. And when you start every conversation with, oh, my wife is out shopping.
And then if you're following up with, well, I've been with her for like 25 years. She's basically my wife. Well, then put a ring on it.
Thursday brings you thousands in free cash. 4 opportunities Thursday morning to win well over $1,000. All you got to do is listen to the live show. Plus, we've got Maroon 5 tickets for you at 8:05 Thursday morning. Right now, let's finish up our favorite parts of Wednesday and our podcast. It's time for Playhouse Island. Who's going to see Maroon 5 1 week from tonight at Grand Casino Arena? We shall find out. So the way Playhouse Island works is we invite 4 listeners onto this beautiful island that Kat and I have developed over the years. But only one of you gets to stay. And nobody knows, except for me, who's on what phone line. But the first thing we have to do, Kat, is figure out who would be best suited to be Playhouse president. You get to ask each of our listeners one question, and then you will elect a president. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
It's a heavy responsibility. So let's start in random order. Nobody knows who's on what phone line. Let's start with Kimberly A. Good morning, Kim. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for asking. One quick question to see if you would be well suited to be president of Playhouse Island.
All right, Kim A. Your favorite show from your teenage years, what was it?
Oh, okay. This is going to be super, super embarrassing. But probably I was obsessed with The Secret Life of the American Teenager.
I gotta look that up.
I don't even know what that is.
Secret Life of the American Teenager. Did you put yourself in their position?
No, because it was about teen pregnancy, so that wasn't me. But
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
All right, so it's fun to watch everybody else get pregnant.
Yes.
That's with Shailene Woodley.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
It is,
She's
yes.
locked in. All right. Thank you, Kimberly A. She likes watching other teenagers get pregnant. Also on the line today is Kimberly K. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Great. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
One quick question to see if you would be a great president here on Playhouse Island.
All right, Kim K. Fitting question for you. Who's your favorite Kar Jenner sibling? Like, who would you choose to be your actual sibling?
How about Kylie?
Kylie. Okay.
You're impressing
That's
Kat with your knowledge of that little cult they got going on.
Interesting choice. I would say Chloe. I think I'm always a ride or
Dude,
die
what's
for
his name?
Chloe.
Is it Robert?
Yes.
What's his story now? What does he do?
He's going to be in the next season.
Yeah.
He's lost some weight, so they're letting him back. They're like, we don't let fat people on the show.
Nasty. Hi, Nikki. How are you?
Good.
Good. We're great, too. Thanks for asking. Here's your one question.
All right.
I know. I figured you already were.
All right, Nikki. What fashion will you never let go? Like, what is one thing that you're like, I don't care if there's an ebb and flow in the fashion world, I will never let it go?
Oh, that's an interesting one. Probably the leggings now. Like, I wear leggings all the time. Probably will never leave.
There are memes. Leggings are not pants.
Leggings are life.
Leggings for life.
There's Nikki with the leggings.
All
All
right.
right, one more person to join the show today, and it's Hi, Tara. How are you?
Great. How are you guys?
There it
Good.
is.
Let's
Good.
get you to Maroon 5. But before we get there, we got to figure out if you're a good president or not.
Don't say the name or where you worked, but who was your worst boss?
How's she supposed to describe this then?
Well, just say like what did they do? Why were they the worst?
You know, the worst boss I had was actually when I worked at the school district, surprisingly, because I loved my job. But she was the teacher for the room, and she was not a kind person, and that's exactly opposite of who I am. And I don't think she respected the children, so that's an easy no-brainer for me.
Okay.
It's hard to hear
Quick
about
answer.
knowing that they're going to be, with our kids the whole time. All right, Kat, we've heard from 4 amazing listeners. Who do you, based on their answers to your question, who do you think would be our best president here on Playhouse Island?
It wasn't my choice of TV show, but let's go with Kim A.
Kim A, apparently your lust for watching other young women get pregnant has earned you the presidency of
It
Playhouse
wasn't
Island.
a reality show.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh.
It was a scripted show. It was a
All right.
series.
Nonetheless, it's weird. We're going to take you and let you have all the power this morning, Kimberly A. So now, this is the hard part. You've got to decide which phone line we should hang up on. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Not knowing which one you're on. Who, or actually, what number do we chuck first?
I'm going to go with number 3.
Number 3 must go. Therefore, we say goodbye to Nikki. You got to go. I'm so sorry.
Darn it.
Dang it.
But more tickets tomorrow morning, by the way. And Kat said it's going to be at 8:05 tomorrow. So good luck on that. Have a great morning. Now we're down to 3, Kim. Lines 1, 2, and 4 still active. Who do we go with next?
Let's do 1.
1 must go. Therefore, we say goodbye to you, Kim. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
But have a great morning. We appreciate you. I hope you have a
Thanks,
great
you
day.
too. Bye.
8:20 tomorrow morning. So, Kat, you're left with Kim K and Tara. Who should be president and make the final decision?
All right. So I'm going to go with the voice of the children, Tara.
Tara, look at you. You're all of a sudden president of Playhouse Island, and now all you have to do is decide to not hang up on yourself. Do we chuck line 2 or line 4?
I'm going to say line 4.
Line 4 must go. Therefore, are you sure about this?
Yep, I
Okay.
think I am.
Okay.
Line 4 must go. Therefore, we say goodbye to Kim K. Oh, have a great morning, Kim. That means you got the tickets, Tara. You're going to see Maroon 5.
Good
Seriously?
choice.
First thoughts on this right away. So, a family friend of Trisha's got remarried years after her husband had passed. The new husband just found out that she already has a burial plot next to her first husband.
Okay.
And he said it makes him feel like he's living in the shadow of her past. They're a big theater family. He said, I feel like I'm the second act.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that's a little dramatic. So my question is, if you get remarried, should you reconsider being buried next to your current husband later in life? Or do you stick with the burial plot next to your first husband, even though you got remarried?
Are you getting buried?
I'm requesting to get cremated, but it's out of my hands.
That's not true. I just filled out my will. Like they have to. If you want
They
to
don't
get
have
cremated,
to do
just
it.
Yes. If you go before Trisha, which odds are pretty good, she is not going to honor your wishes.
I'm not
to
saying
cremate?
that, but you don't have to. You would hope that your family
Man.
would go along with your, but you never know. Maybe I live another 50 years and everything has changed. Maybe everyone's cremated by then.
Yeah, man, you won't have a choice.
You don't know the way technology is moving. So let's say Derek passes away and you get remarried, but you've already bought your burial plot. And people will do this to save money and to take the burden off their children.
Mm-hmm. Then I'll sell it. I'll sell my burial plot.
And you want someone else, some absolute stranger, buried next to your first husband who perished in a fiery car crash because he was putting on a costume.
I mean,
that's the way I pictured Derek going.
One, this is super hypothetical because both of us want to be cremated. So it's just hard for me to get into that mentality. But if I were to spend this portion of my life only being married to him for 14 years, okay, what if something, God forbid, happens, I meet someone, and then I'm with that guy for like 40 years?
So my dad passed away before my mom, and they had their plots already purchased.
Yeah.
And if my mom would have lived longer and found someone else to spend time with, I would have expected her to get buried with my dad.
But why?
I don't know.
Only because she made two humans?
Yeah, right? Like that was your marriage. That was your family.
It's a weird notion for me anyway to like, you know, be with somebody and then you start a whole new life with somebody else. That's wild. I hope I'm not ever in that position, but no, I'd choose my second husband, the one I'm with longer.
Really?
Yeah.
So yours is the length of time determines who you get buried by.
Right.
I think it's weird. I think you get buried by the person you finish life with.
Okay.
I want to get your thought on this real quick.
Isn't that who I would be with then?
Yeah, well, what if you're only married for 3 years? What if you're married for 3 years
But
and
I
you
just
die?
finished life with him.
Okay, what if it's equal time? Then who do you go with?
That's a flip a coin.
So the dilemma on the table this morning is wife has a husband. Husband passes away. Wife remarries. New husband finds out well into the new marriage that the wife already has a burial plot next to the old husband. Bought, paid for, ready for body. And he's like, I'm living in this guy's shadow. So first off, to me, that's a little oversensitive, but I can't judge everybody else. But what would you do in this situation?
I mean, people are dead. You know, it's really hard for me to wrap my mind around people being upset after somebody dies about something like this. But I look at it like, how long are you with the person? So I've been with Derek for 14 years. If something were to happen and I'm with somebody for decades later, then I'm going to have those memories and great feelings for that person. So why would I?
So would you leave
go
that
back?
plot empty? Right? Can you resell a burial plot?
Yeah. Tessa texted. She said, just had to decide this last month. My first husband is buried up north. I'm moving out of state with my new husband. So I sold my plot, actually sold it for more than I bought it for.
Who buys a plot right next to somebody? That's ridiculous. You're
But you
sharing
know
a
what?
tombstone probably.
What you do is contact the family members that are around that one and just see if anybody is interested. Because
I know, but you always get buried next to a spouse, right? Or a kid.
Not always. Not always.
Rochelle had texted in, bury me by the person I created the next generation with. Period. Get real.
We have a text that I have to keep anonymous, so I will not say their name. Here's one for you. My wife's first husband passed away about 3 years before we met. His headstone also has her name on it right next to him. Granted, it's her married name at the time. This was 15 or so years ago. I asked for my name, the name to be removed. She doesn't think it's necessary. Am I crazy to ask that?
Again, that's living in the shadow. It's the same thing. You're living in the past. You're under somebody else's thumb.
I would ask, why do you want your name on this headstone?
Well, that's the way. Like when my dad passed, my mom just had hers engraved right away.
We're waiting for you, Mary.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, but it is a thing. But she found comfort in it, knowing that's going to be my final resting place is next to my husband.
Okay, and that's fine. Everybody thinks of it a different way, but like I said, it's very hard for me to relate to this conversation because I'm gonna be dust.
The last thing I really want to see is my name on a headstone before I kick it.
It's like an Ebenezer Scrooge type of thing.
Really, really odd.